Assalamualaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I start with pray that may Allah spend my heart for me and ease for me my task and untie the knots from my tongue that they may understand my speech. Today we will discussing uh, chapter 4 from Evil and the Nanki. The chapter name is Consumption, Saving and Investment. We will learn this chapter the factors that can affect the consumption and saving decision, uh, the factor that affect the investment behavior of firms, and the factors affecting good market equilibrium. Right? We explore the determinants of aggregate demand for goods, which prepare us for future discussion. And while exploring aggregate demand, we will examine the affecting saving and capital formation, which prepare us for a future discussion of course of economic growth and other issues. Um, because consumption spending by household is by far the largest component of demand for goods and services. Uh, from a macroeconomic perspective, we are interested in the aggregate or national level of consumption and saving. We define the national saving of desired consumption as the aggregate quantity of goods and services that households want to consume, given income and other factors that determine households' economic opportunities. We will analyze desired consumption and its responses to various factors such as income and interest rate by examining the consumption decision of individual household. Um, Household consumption and saving decisions are closely linked, like whatever we earn, either we save or either we consume. So desired consumption is closely linked to desired national saving. We are denoting CD as a desired consumption and SD as a desired national saving, which is the level of national saving that occurs when aggregate consumption as it is desired level. uh, S equals to YCG CD minus CG. We can also uh, write, we can also drive this equation. Let me write it down somewhere. Um, as you know, the private saving SPVT is equal to Y, which is the income or output minus tax, minus the consumption, right? If you this is your income, if you paid the tax, and after your consumption, you whatever you get is your saving. For public saving, government is equals to taxes minus government spending. And the desired national saving with a combination of private saving plus government saving. So substitute the value by right plus open this Right. Now we will be discussing the consumption and saving decision of an individual. Uh, Individual decide on the basis of real interest rate, which determines the relative price of current consumption and future consumption, right? The desire to have a relatively even pattern of consumption over time and avoid the period of very high or low consumption is known as consumption smoothing motivations. Individual will try to spread his or her income spending more or less evenly over time, rather than beginning in one period and starving in another. This is a life cycle consumption, income, and saving theory graph, where you can see in panel A, income and consumption are plotted against age. Income typically rises gradually throughout most of periods working life and peak shortly before retirement. The desire for smooth pattern of consumption means that consumption varies less than income over life cycle. Consumption here is constant, right? Consumption is constant. This is the cycle which you can see with the passage of time. Um, Initial phase of your life, you will dissave, you consume more and you have no income, and you can see the difference of income and consumption is dissaving. uh, Over the uh, years you will start in earning, so you can save some of your income which you can enjoy later part of your life, right? In panel B, saving is the difference between income and consumption. The saving pattern is hump shape. This is the hump shape, right? Early in-person working life consumption is larger than income, so saving is negative. Saving is negative. In the middle year, saving is positive. The excessive The excess of income over consumption is used to repay debt incur earlier in life and to provide for retirement. During retirement period, people this save. Now, we will see how the where uh, consumer can consume, where could be the optimum level of consumption. You can see in this figure that there is a budget line. The optimal highest utility combination of current and future consumption is represented by the point of tangency between budget line and indifference curve. On vertical axis, you can see there is a future consumption and this is the current consumption. You can trade off between future consumption and current consumption, um, and you can see that all of the points on the budget line such as B and E lie on indifference curve below and to the left of indifference curve IC star. and thus yield lower utility level than consumption combination at D. While lies on IC star, individual will prefer the consumption combination at point T to 1 at B, but as T lies above the budget line, individual cannot afford the consumption combination that represents.